The invasion of Echo Base has begun on Loki's Warnings of Mischief, along with me, Grand Admiral Stone Loki, and Darth Poppy Mexican Iron Man. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Echo Base pre-show with Loki and Mexican Iron Man.
The darkness of the Force has become enchanting to me. The darkness of the Force has become a friend to me. The darkness of the Force consumes me. Mexican Iron Man is no more. From this Saturday at 5 p.m. Central and 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Mexican Iron Man is no more. I am Darth Poppy.
Greetings, Darth Poppy, and greetings to Sit Room. Good evening. Oh my God. I can't do it. I can't hold it. Oh my God, I can't hold a straight face. Fire Knight 013, Low Spec Linux Laptop, DD Myers, Purple Valkyrie, Psychodwarf 9, Zen Master Me. Good evening, Stephanie Janinsky's Smuggler's Cantina, Odega Outlaw. Good evening, Parrot Head, Eddie Gannon. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Golago 13, old Star Wars nerd. Keely Chow, Roll Tide. Keely, Roll Tide.
War
Good
Eagle.
evening, yeah, War Eagle. Hell yeah.
Hold on. The dark side of the wait. Hold on. If I gotta go dark side of the Force, that's Crimson. So hold on. Let me do the math. Okay, hold on. Okay. Roll Tide, Keely Chow. Roll Tide. I gotta change sides because before I was on War Eagle and they're blue and Echo Base is blue and the light side. But when you're a Darth Poppy, you got to be on the dark side. Okay, back in character. Roll Tide.
Ziggurat 315 throws you a taco, Mexican Iron Man. Taco.
Thank you, Ziggurat 315, but only if it's dark meat. Dark.
Oh my God!
That's why we need a script sometimes.
Why we shouldn't be improvising. But good evening, everyone. Rambling Canuck. Good evening, everyone coming in. Shum. Good evening. I heard Darth Poppy hangs out with Blanche Devereaux. Oh shit! Really?
Mexican Iron Man does not, but Darth Poppy just may consider it since the body never dies, it just regenerates and gets older and more wrinkly and more flabby and more. Wait, am I discussing Darth Poppy or Mexican Iron Man? The body gets more flabby and more wrinkly.
Balamy's Minion, good evening. Good evening. Gogo 13 throws out the first super chat of the night with $4.99. Do you want to read it, brother? You want me to read it?
Let me be the first for the show. Awesomeness ensues. Something dark side of the Force. Super geeked out tonight. Golgo 13 for $5. Thank you very much, Golgo 13. Hey Admiral, can I use that for a new lightsaber battery? I need a new lightsaber battery.
If you need a new lightsaber battery, we'll just hook you up with some electricity in this skull. You are the Imperial Remnant, and we're taking over Echo Base in the Echo Base Network pre-show this evening.
You are the Imperial Remnant. What was the word again?
Remnant. That's what's left after the Empire gets its ass whooped at Endor.
You are the Imperial Remnant, meeting every Saturdays at 5 o'clock, occasionally Wednesdays at the flea market to exchange leftover parts and goods from the Death Star.
And Eddie Gannon.
We need an Imperial swap meet. Can we have one of those?
Yes.
TIE fighter parts, and then we I can never say it.
AT-ATs.
Yeah, I can never say at. See, I always want to say an extra
AT-ATs.
Yeah. Welcome, Eddie Gannon. You are welcome here to the dark side, my brother. But later, you got to go to the light side. You got to go back to Echo Base Network for the good guy because you're a good guy.
Oh yeah. When we were talking about doing this, we got to be the Imperials.
Yeah.
We have to be the Imperials. You know,
Yes.
Coach and Nick are Han and Luke, and they're the good guys. And Coach is throwing out the no song, but we've got to be the bad guys. We got to be the guys like trying to take out Echo Base Network.
I agree, but the Echo Base is strong and formidable with its defenses, with its legion of Grandmaster Jedis, Master Jedis, Padawan Jedis, Dooku Jedis, and little teddy bear that sing and dance Jedis, and I don't know how many membership.
Oh, the Ewoks! Oh my God, the Ewoks!
And then they have their subscriber battalion, and Echo Base is strong. The Force must utilize every advantage we have.
Chris Preshow with a $5 Canadian super chat says, Darth Poppy, if you only knew the power of the dark meat from a roasted Dumacorn.
Darth Poppy has sampled the dark meat on every occasion. He has, on every planet, he's been able to ascertain a female volunteer.
A female volunteer?
Oh, dark skin. Wait, did you say dark skin or dark meat? Wait, hold on, I'm confused. Wait.
He said dark meat.
Oh, shit, sorry. I can't read it. I can't read through this damn thing. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta get back. It is difficult to read on screen. I shall use the dark side of the Force. With why is my hand so red? It must be the neon light on my monitor. Hold on. Mexican Ironman is no more. I am on this day forward at 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Darth Poppy. Yes, indeed.
And Matt Risman with the $4.99 super chat says, happy Saturday, all. Thank you so much, Matt Risman, and big thank you to Chris Persia. You guys keep the fires here at the dark side burning bright. Skol! Little throwdown with father and son. So what are we doing here? We are getting everyone psyched up tonight for Echo Base Network's live stream coming up in under an hour and a half. And we're going to be talking some Star Wars. You know what? Have you seen Bad Batch?
Yes.
You've seen Bad Batch?
Yes.
What do you think?
Okay. Well, okay. My criticisms are varied in many ways, such as the dark side of the Force varies. Okay, I can't do that for this. All right, so look. First of all, me and Omega got issues. I cannot stand Omega.
Oh, I can't stand Omega either. Absolutely.
God, dude, like, why is she here? I mean, how come she's not in school? I mean,
oh, even better yet, every 5 seconds. But you have to save them. Wait a minute, kid. You want us to put our lives on the line every single time you've got an inkling of, but you have to save them. Do you not care about our lives? Do you not care that we might go out there and die on some crazy foolhardy shit you just told us to go do? Nah.
Right, that is so full of shit. Because if you had a real kid, adopted kid or otherwise, and I'm adopted, and I know the last thing you want, really, Darth Poopy, really. I know that's a mistake on your freaking iPhone when you type that in, Mark. Really?
Mark, I think you did that on purpose.
Mark does not respect the power of the dark side. He does not know that I am now more in touch with my Mexichlorian count than ever.
Mexichlorian?
Yes, the Mexichlorian count. Apparently, a Dega Outlaw and Mark the Infinitely Tired are circulating disinformation that is problematic to the evil empires, Admiral. This disinformation holds that Darth Poppy's Mexichlorian counts are low. Something about me being allergic to avocado or something. I don't know. Something about that. I don't know.
Mexichlorians.
Yes, but the Mexichlorian count has become stronger now that I am on the dark side. Also, what has become stronger, and this is a warning to Purple Valkyrie, my libido, now that I'm on the dark side, is infinitely more powerful.
Oh my God. Run, Purple, run!
Run, Purple, run!
Holy shit. You know what, dude? I've watched every episode of the Bad Batch so far, except for the last one. And it's just not like Oh my God, this is badass. I mean, I was watching Clone Wars the other day. I still love Clone Wars.
Wait,
I can go
what's
back and watch
badass?
Clone Wars all the time.
What's badass?
Clone Wars. Clone Wars
Clone
is
Wars
badass.
is badass. You know what? And I don't know. You turned me. Remember when I called you up and I said, should I watch this? And you said, go for it. Remember? Do you remember I called
Yes,
you and asked for
that
your
that
advice?
was 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 5.
Yeah.
He was like, should I watch Clone Wars? Yes.
Yeah. And I'm just
Absolutely.
I'm like, Loki, I just got home. I'm in rehab. They're keeping me here. I can't go anywhere. I can't go downstairs. I can't even walk to the kitchen by myself. I'm thinking about watching Clone Wars. You're like, go for it, brother. I'm like, okay, what should I skip? You're like, just watch the beginning to end, and all that stuff. Oh, wait, we got some more super chats coming in.
Ooh.
Hold on. What? We got more super chats coming in.
Grand Admiral Thong and Darth Poppy Flower.
Who's Darth Poppy Flower? Oh, wait, whoa. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't, a dig outlaw.
Here's $5 to replace the broken Death Star with a garbage scout or bicycle or something.
Mm-hmm. Darth. First there's Darth Poopy, and then there's Darth Poppy Flower. I don't think my darkness is being taken seriously by the people, Admiral.
Whoa.
You know what?
You are kind of dark.
You know what? I'll be right. Hold on. Where is this thing? Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. Let me try and turn it. Hold on here for the people at home here. Let me make sure these guys know I'm a force to be reckoned with here. Hold on.
Oh, that's nice. That's sweet. I like that.
Oh shit! I just took out my scanner. Okay. See that? Don't make me stand up and use this. All right. The force is strong with me over here with Darth. I almost said Darth Poopy just now. Darth Poppy's force is strong on the dark side. For the dark side flows through my lightsaber.
See what they're doing to you? Now you're saying Darth Poopy.
I know, they're getting me all
Poppy
confused
Flower.
now. Hold on. You hear it?
Badass. Will there be a yes song? Only if Purple can record it.
Right. Because over here, it's like the ladies say no at Echo Base Network. But over here on the dark side, they're encouraged to say, oh, yeah.
Oh, did you hear about that new merch we're coming out with?
No, tell me.
Oh, yeah. It's going to say, good girls go to Echo Base. Bad girls go to Valhalla.
Yes. And the really bad girls go down the hallway, past the base command, and make a left towards Darth Poppy's executive quarters. Yes.
The Star Wars guys with the $4.99 super chat may not have seen as many movies as Darth Poppy, but I can beat him in a lightsaber fight.
Oh, really? That's what Paulie said.
I saw that video.
All right, the Star Wars guys, it's down. If we don't, we have until next. When are we doing this? April of next year or May? When we do the Echo Base meetup? We have until when are we doing that Echo Base? I think it's May.
I think it's May.
All right, the Star Wars guy, you got that many months to like train and hone your skills, just so that you're warned. Since you're gonna call me out, you little 4th grade smack talker, little youngling. I love him. He knows I'm kidding. I was on the stream with him earlier. I love Paul. Hey, Paul, just so you know, I own 23 different lightsabers. Okay, 23. All right. So, think about that for a second.
So a big thank you to Mark the Infinitely Tired for his $2.99 super chat, a Dega Outlaw for your $5 super chat, and the Star Wars guys with their $4.99 super chats. You guys keep the fires of Valhalla burning bright. Skol! You just let Echo Base take out your ship, dude. What happened?
Well, I was busy trying to respond to somebody in the chat stream. I couldn't type and fly at the same time. What the hell?
The executive IRS editor just got audited by Echo Base. That's great.
Well, we can always get more of those idiots. There's plenty of those idiots around.
Rambling Canuck with a $5 Canadian super chat. Yes, let the dark side flow. I, Emperor Canuck, show you the true power of the dark side. Thank you, brother. Thank you so very much. And Psychodorp 9. Hold on, I gotta say it right. Psychodorp 9 with a $2 super chat. Freudian slap.
Yeah, pretty much. That's when I almost called myself Darth. And look, Adega's talking more smack in the chat. Look at that. Look at that last one he wrote. talking more smack. Him and the Star Wars guys. I'm gonna have
Next
to.
time you're in my neighborhood, Darth Poppy Flower, I'll duel you one-handed.
There's not even such a thing as a poppy. Oh wait, there are poppy flowers.
Yes, there are Poppy Flowers.
Well, there's not a Darth Poppy Flower. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna upset me. He's gonna. You know what? Comments like that for Darth Poppy, they destroy Darth Poppy's self-esteem and ruin his self-confidence. Yeah.
Well, this one. Did my ears deceive me, or did I hear Darth Poopy?
Darth Haster does not know the evil power of the Mexichlorians that flow through my blood, like sour cream and guacamole on a dark taco shell.
Execute Order 66 on Darth Poopy. God. Maybe we should have gone with Darth Taco after.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Darth Taco. You came up with Darth Poppy, but so far everything's taking a turn to the left here. No, you will not execute Order 66. Darth Poppy's my feelings. No,
My feelings.
My feelings.
Dig Outlaw, the dark side equals that streak that ends up in your shorts after a meal back taco.
A Dig Outlaw, stop looking.
Damn, Adega.
Stop looking at my shorts at the end of a long day of lightsaber dueling. Stop that.
Mexichlorians.
No, Mexichlorian. IAN. Mexichlorian is the way that the dark side of the Force courses through my taco brain and my taco. Somehow magically, too much of the dark side of the Force apparently gets stuck in my taco gut, where it stays. So much of my Force powers from the dark side rest in my belly, which must be channeled into my lightsaber. Yes.
I don't know what that meant. I have no idea.
That's because we don't have a script here. We improv. We're
So Omega. Let's get back to Omega.
Let's talk about Omega. All right. So here's what
you
I
have to go help them.
See, that's completely unrealistic because any little kid is going to want to stop their parents from getting into danger, stop their father figure, stop whoever their guardians are, stop them from going into danger, and basically say, no, take care of me, take care of us. I love you too much. I don't want you going there. I mean, Jiminy Crickets, even baby fucking Yoda, it's like if someone said, hey, you can stay here in South Carolina, or Luke Skywalker wants to take you to train you in lightsabers. You know what? I like South Carolina and I love them Gators, but I'm going with Luke Skywalker, right? But even then, if your mom's here, you're emotionally attached. Like, I don't want to leave you. And little baby Grogu, little baby. I can never say that motherfucker's name. Baby Yoda. I'm like drunk 3P. I can never say his name. But anyway, Baby Yoda is sitting here having a heartfelt moment. Like, no, he doesn't want to go with Luke Skywalker when the whole universe wants to go with Luke Skywalker. And so here you have this dumb shit. And you know what pisses me off most about her name? You know what pisses me off most is that is the name brand of my favorite watch. See, I don't wear like Rolex. I wear Omegas. That's what James Bond wore in original Casino Royale. And then the one that came out just 10 years ago. Whatever. I like Omega watches. And now I can't even look at an Omega watch because it's freaking little winch. I just can't stand her. I'm like with Nick on this one. I can't stand this chick. And some of the episodes are good, except for her. And when she comes into the storyline, I get so effing annoyed.
Yeah. It brings down all the episodes.
Don't you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. I absolutely agree. It brings down the episodes.
And it's not like the animation is bad. The
animation's great.
Animation, great. You kind of have the feel that you're looking at something Star Wars related. And, we might as well talk real about the Bad Batch here because over on Echo Base, everybody just loves it over there most generally. And, it's just so amazing and all that stuff.
Well, no, me and Nick, when we met up at the con, me and Nick were talking and we pretty much agreed.
Well, yeah,
Omega brings down.
Unbelievably, who unbelievably liked it. I don't know. I think I mentioned this to you. It's like, we didn't get into it too much the other night, a week or two ago, but even Doomcock likes Bad Batch. It's interesting because in Echo Base Network, I think there's a ton of people over there that are members, Jedi Masters, and and a lot of them really like it, and I get why. Look, here's the good news of the show. The good news about this show is this. The graphics are fantastic. The animation, fantastic. I think the editing is really great. I think they did a really good job of editing that. Music, the music is pretty good. The way it, comes in and out. I think the storylines overall, I think the overall storylines in the different episodes are good. I'm not going to say great, but I'm going to go good. But bro, just every time she shows up, her it's like her character, her existence, the lines she has, they're so out of place and awkward and weird at times. It doesn't.
And
You agree?
Shum makes a comment. He said, "So did Ezra and Ahsoka. They grew on us after a while." I never liked Ezra, but I did fall in love with Ahsoka. I thought
Ooh,
Ahsoka
Sean
was
brings
just-
up a very good point because I thought, okay, never having seen the
and hail Echo Base Network.
untrue
Uh-huh.
what part's untrue that some people love there's a ton of people over at Echo Base Network that like the Bad Batch, tons of them. I know for a fact there is. What part's untrue? Tell me what part's untrue. Omega is annoying to all hell for me, or maybe that part's untrue. I don't know. Be more specific, whoever that is. Coach or Nick, love you. Oh wait, hold on, I gotta show them. Wait, did they see me in full uniform?
I don't know.
Hold on, Coach and Nick, whoever that is. Hold on. This is for you. Hold on, wait, hold on. I gotta get ready. Just in case. There's a big moment here. I got Coach and Nick here. They're the big guys there. Okay, hold on. I gotta hold on, boss. Hold on, Admiral Boss. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on.
Darth Poppy has a high mexichlorian count. The force courses through me. The Mexican taco force and Echo Base Network, beware. For lo, I have 2 lightsabers. The one in this hand. Oh wait, and the one in the other hand. And I will have 2 lights. Wait, that came out weird. That came out really awkward. I gotta redo that one. Anyway. Hi guys, how are you? Love ya.
That came out weird. That came out kind of weird. That came out kind of, weird. I got to rework on that. So that's what happens when we don't have a script here. Anyway, so I just find she's just an awkward. It's just, I don't know, bro. There's just no way now or in the future, or even a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, that you're going to have a SEAL team strike force, special forces, and you're going to have some little kid running around with them. There's just no condition as to how or where that happens. It's just dumb writing. Dumb.
But some people are making some pretty good points. Shum says Ahsoka was unbearable in the movie. I agree with that. And about halfway through the first season, I agree with that. Ezra took about the entire series before he became likable. I still don't like Ezra.
Sean, maybe I have to remember. I remember Jeremy always talking about that he always liked her as a character. And I'm like, who the hell is this Ahsoka Tano? And he's always like, oh, she's amazing. And I never seen, of course, I'd never seen any of these, right? And so when I asked you, I said, okay, should I watch it? And you're right. I think at the beginning she was annoying as all hell. But bro, I'm a lot of episodes in, chum. I mean, okay, I'm gonna keep going with this thing, but Jiminy Crickets. I mean, she's so far, Omega is not getting invited to the Mexican Ironman, also known as Darth Poppy, taco and piñata party. No.
And a big hello to Daryl the Derelict and Lady Mist. Hello to both of you. And Mega Metalorian. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Timon Flip, good evening, everybody.
Mega can now be known as Darth Metalorian. Yes. And I will and I will enable everyone in this chat stream to have a high mexichlorian count. Indeed.
You have a request.
I do? What? What's the request?
From Pat S.
Okay, next week on Mexican Ironman, wear the Leia slave outfit. Bro, they don't make enough material to cover this body. Let me just tell you this. If I put on the Leia slave outfit and I go on camera, let's just say this. There's going to be pieces of Mexican Ironman that aren't going to be able to be hidden from public view. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be pretty. Yeah. Well, let's put you this way. Imagine this. This is what it'll be like. It'll be like taking. Okay, so you remember the scene where the slave Leia's in front of Jabba, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like this. Slave Leia's in front of Jabba the Hutt. Imagine taking Leia's outfit and putting it on Jabba Hutt, and that becomes Mexican Ironman.
I can see that.
No, that's not hot. That's not hot or sexy. Like, we're gonna lose if we do that next week. We're gonna lose subs, Pat ass. Like this channel is gonna tank. Like, they're gonna be like, yeah, get rid of the fat Mexican Jabba the Hutt guy. And like, they'll oh my god, that could be a new series. Imagine a Mexican. See, that should be a new Disney series. Jabba the
Jabba-
Mexican. Jabba the no. Hold on. Jabba Martinez, the Taco Hut manager. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because the Huts are always like they're the gangsters, they're the
They're
entrepreneurs.
the gangster. Yeah, they're
Right?
the gangsters.
So there's
Yeah.
got to be a faction of them that runs the restaurants and bars and nightclubs and strip clubs, just like in real life. They're like like the Italians, right?
Right. Yeah, they're the underworld. They're the heads of the underworld.
Right. And so and that's where you have the Mexican Jabbas end up running the taco stands on the Intergalactic Federation. And this is awesome because as we rebuild our evil empire, you can't just go Death Star to Death Star, bro. You got to have like taco stops in space.
I'm not sure we can name him that, Shum. I'm pretty sure I ate at a Mexican restaurant named Mexican Hut.
Yeah.
The Taco Hut? Taco the Hut?
That could be. We could work with that. We could work with that.
A lightsaber sombrero. Ooh, you could throw it like Odd Job in Goldfinger. You could throw it.
Yes. Yes, I probably hit a little Bambino when he's sleeping on the sofa, but yeah, I can do that. Yes.
And a $5 super chat from Andrew 46 and 2. Can I enhance my Mexichlorians if I drink tequila? Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Andrew. Oh yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Oh, I do that all the time. Mm-hmm. Not only can you include increase your Mexichlorian count, good news is due to the high caloric intake of alcohol, you can increase your waist size, thus giving you more room for the dark side of the Force to overcome you, overtake you, overpower you, overinflate you. Yeah.
Inflate?
I don't know. I was running out of words. That's the first one that came to mind.
So let's move on. Fuck Bad Batch.
Okay, so that's a Bad Batch. So overall, Mexican Ironman, my review you want to go out of 5 stars or 10? 0 to 10?
We'll do 10. 1 to 10.
I'm gonna go. Oh God, I got to pick only one number, huh? God, 6 minus.
6 minus?
Yeah, like not a 5, but 6, but a minus, like 5.5.
A negative 6.
No, I'm gonna give it 5.5 out of 10.
No, 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5.
Okay, 5.5. I give it a 5.5, maybe a 6. I don't know.
It's watchable. It's watchable, but it's not a fun watchable for me.
You know what? I've just before I would have been like, bam, like night of, I'd be watching it. Mandalorian, I got up and watched it right before we did the reviews. We were having watch parties every morning when a new episode of Mandalorian came out. This, I'm just like, oh wow, oh man, I'm 2 weeks behind. Shit. Okay.
Right. So for example, this is one of the things I noticed that I was feeling and experiencing when I was watching The Bad Batch is that I would say to myself, even if I had the time to watch the next one, I'm like, what else do I need to do? Like around the house. Like I didn't actually want, because I've been watching them, like in groups, like the first 3, and then I wait, and then I just it's just not. I'm not on pins and needles on the edge of my seat. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch the next one as fast as soon as humanly possible. I'm just not,
Yeah, you're just not in any kind of rush.
I'd watch a lightsaber sombrero for $1. That can be arranged. I think I can configure one of those. I got 23 of them. I think I can. You know what I should do? Admiral Loki. Wait, are you at? Yeah, it's Admiral or Grand Admiral Loki.
Grand Admiral, yeah.
Grand Admiral Loki. What I can do is I can find out from storage. I can get out my old Mexican sombrero, and I could probably like duct tape or pin a couple lightsabers to that. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do that for next week. I'm gonna do that.
Favorite Star Wars toy as a child to get to know your taste. It was the TIE X-1, Vader's TIE Fighter.
For me, it was AT-AT.
It's funny, both Imperial toys. They have the cooler shit, man.
Even back then, the strength of the dark side of the Force spoke to us, called out to us, yearned for us, and attracted for us, and went on sale for a low price at the local KB Toy and Hobby. Yes.
Soul Assassin, hokey religions, and ancient weapons are no match for a good taco in your hand.
Yes, indeed. Taco is the great peacemaker. Make me a channel of your imperial dark peace. No, the taco becomes what you use to lure the Jedi. You have a Jedi taco party and you invite all the Jedi in the universe to come to the taco party. Then when they crunch down on that hard shell taco, that is when then you unleash with unbelievable power the lightning in your fingers and use the dark side of the Force to take out and destroy those Jedis in the taco shells where they stand.
Andrew 46 and 2 says, or a hand in a taco.
No. Oh, no. Oh, I don't think he means the kind that you buy at Taco Bell.
Nah.
No.
Go 13 with the $9.99 super chat says, Bad Batch anime preparing, screaming, Hail Brothers.
Huh? I don't know what that means.
It means Go 13 is waiting for us to do a super chat video. Andrew 46 and 2 and Go 13. Thank you so very much for your super chats. You guys keep the fires here burning bright and allow us to take on Echo Base. Skull! Okay, so we've got AT-ATs and we've got AT-ATs is how the millennials say it. Which one do you mean, AT-AT or AT-AT? Because that can mean both.
AT is how the millennials say it. Well, I said AT-AT, but the problem is, Pat, is that everybody I know, which are younger people, they all say AT-AT. And so it's like now it's infectious, and now that's what I say.
I've always said AT-AT.
Yeah. Well, but everybody says AT-AT now.
Good evening, Paulie from the Latino Slant. How are you doing?
Paulie, the great Paulie from Latino Slant, is another Jedi warrior on the light side of the Force. We must lure Paulie because he has dark skin and is a proud Taco Aztec warrior to the dark side of the Force in order to enlist him. He shall be known as, let me think, Darth Paulie.
Pat S says AT-AT. Clarifying, AT-AT. Fahrenheit 013 has always said AT-AT.
All right, so what was your score on Bad Batch? And then we'll move on to the next topic.
5.5, 6, somewhere around there.
Oh, that's right. You said that.
Maybe between that.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see. So interesting topics. On these shows every week, I'm going to talk about a different lightsaber, if that's okay. And
show us.
Well, I was hoping we'd do you want to do the book first? Let's talk about the book.
Okay, let's talk about the book.
We're going to do a book of the week every week. This week, Stone Loki picks a book. Next week, I'm picking a book.
First book is Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader. This book is right after Revenge of the Sith and has, in my opinion, one of the coolest Sith versus Jedi battles ever at the end of it. I love this book. Vader doesn't quite have his feet yet. He doesn't really know what to do. He's at a loss. He's like, my body's broken. I've got to get used to this new cybernetically enhanced body instead of my old one. He can't fight like he used to. And he has to kind of like figure out that, I don't have to be this crazy light swinging Jedi. That's not who I am anymore. I'm a Sith Lord and I have all these cool powers and I'm going to use all these cool powers. There is some chasing of some Jedi that got away from Order 66. There's a big ass battle on Kashyyyk. I love this book. I cannot recommend this book enough. It's one of my favorites. I've got it in hardback. I've got it on my bookshelf. It is okay, I can just pick this one up and read it. It's not like you have to really read 3 other books or a whole nother series to ease into this. So it's to me, it's one of those books that Star Wars books that you can just pick up, read, and be like, damn, that was a badass ride.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned it has an incredibly good lightsaber duel at the end. What is it about?
It's not a lightsaber duel per se. It is a battle between Vader and a Jedi. But it's not, I wouldn't necessarily call it a lightsaber battle. It's more of Jedi versus Sith. This is his first real fight as a Sith Lord.
Ooh.
So this is the first time he's really thrown down as a Sith Lord, and it's epic.
Nice.
It is epic because it is really a back and forth because he can't fight like he did. And that's what he has to realize. That is what he has to realize. I'm not Anakin Skywalker anymore. That whining little bitch needs to be put away. I'm a Dark Lord of the Sith now with a badass cape. I'm a dramatic, evil, black wearing son of a bitch. And I'm going to go in there like a boss and tear shit up. That's what he has to become in this book.
Cool. Let me tell you this: as someone who's got one of these black capes on, man, it's hard to get up and down the stairs without tripping on yourself. I don't know how these guys did it.
That's because it's too long and you're too short.
Oh. Well, that is not very inspirational talk. But then again, here on the dark side, we're not exactly known for warm hugs, kisses, and teddy bears.
See, I'm like 6'3", you're like 5'4". Right?
I am not 5'4". I'm 5. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm 5'10" or 9. You know what? I'm 6'1" in heels. Wait, why would I know that? Oops.
What?
Nothing.
Heels?
I didn't mean that. I'm 5'9.5".
He's talking about lifts.
Yeah. Wait, what's a lift?
Lift is where your boot's bigger than it should be. The heel of your boot's bigger.
Those. No, I don't have those.
Oh,
I do have dress shoes. I am not 5'4". Get out of here. What's the matter with you? Are you kidding? My lightsabers are 5'4".
Oh shit! My lightsaber is 5'4". My third leg's 5'4". Yeah, this isn't. Watch your mouth. Saturday. So yeah, the goat leg's 5'4". Mexican Iron Man's goat leg is 5'4". Daryl the Derelict with a $10 super chat. You guys, along with Latino Slant and Echo Base, are an inspiration to a lot of channels, mine included. I just wanted to say thank you so much. I am proud to call you brothers. Thank you so very much, Daryl.
Wow.
Brother, I love getting to do this. I loved when I met Paulie and Mike. I met Mike first, but it wasn't too long after that I got to meet Paulie, and that we all kind of started hanging out and clobbering times, and all of us, Fat Steven, Purple Valkyrie. I knew Purple Valkyrie before I met Mike, but I remember watching your first video over on Dee's channel, that walk through Disney.
Oh my God,
secret,
you remember that?
Yeah, the hidden camera and how he named you Mexican Iron Man.
Yeah, it was on that. I was sitting there and we were on a StreamYard call or Discord call. I don't know where we were at, or Zoom call. I don't know what it was. And I said, and back then I was Mike the Mogul, and he's like, well, what do you want your name to be? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Mike the Mogul sounds stupid. He's like, well, what's your favorite superhero? And I'm like, Iron Man. And he says, okay. I said, but I'd like to have something Mexican in there somehow. I said, well, why don't you be Mexican Iron Man? I'm like, okay. And
okay.
and the name was born. And he said there was all this hoopla about Galaxy's Edge being super. Disney had all those press releases. Campia came out with that video that, oh my God, Galaxy's Edge is amazing. Disney's amazing. The park is amazing. It's so full. You can barely get anything done. The place is so popular and it's amazing. And they're all calling Doomcock for his sources that were calling in and telling. And he was like, well, the rumor is that there's no one that says, you know what, F this shit. I'm like, I'm going to go in there. So I went in there, and there's certain places you're not supposed to take a camera and take pictures, like in all the rides and shit. I didn't care. I took and did it. And I went in there, took video camera, all that. Got 130,000 views on that sucker.
You did?
But
you did. Took it in, and it was just dead. The whole park was dead. Rats were running around chewing on other rats. Yeah, that's Disney.
Bro, I literally, if I wasn't an honest man, I literally could have walked right up to an outdoor stand where there was no one there. I could have grabbed me a helmet. I could have grabbed me a full X-Wing flight suit. I mean, the stuff was just sitting there hanging around like decorations, like merchandise, like everywhere. Bo phrase, Mexican Iron Man needs a Mando helmet, then I can become the Mez-chlorian. The Mez-chlorian, that's a good one. But dude, there was merchandise was just in booths that was just sitting there, like no one attending to it. I mean, it was crazy. It was just, it was at that moment that I knew that Disney is a company that lied about everything, because not only were they lying about their attendance, they were lying about they were creating a false look and feel of the place. So when you walked around, it wouldn't seem as barren because they'd have these little shop stores and stuff, these little, shopping kiosks, but they obviously weren't paying any staff to man them. Isn't that the weirdest thing that a business would do that?
It's weird. It's weird.
Okay, Paulie can be Darth Salsa.
Oh, Psychodorf 9, you take it easy, brother.
Later, Rob. That was a really nice comment from Daryl. I was on his channel earlier and sent a Twitter out, and hopefully got a bunch of our peeps showed up in support. Thank you, everybody, for showed up for Daryl the Derelict Show. It was fun, and we're gonna do it again. Well, if he'll have me. Actually, I didn't even know. I shouldn't even said that. Maybe he doesn't want me back anymore. Wait, there's no crying on the dark side of the force. It's my sister Stephanie Janacek, Smuggler's Cantina. You must be lured away from the light side of hope at Echo Base Network and lured into the dark side of the force. We promise there are no Disney executives here. Grand Admiral Loki has made sure that there are no Disney executives. We have purged the Disney executives from this side of the universe. And Stephanie, you are welcome. You will become Darth Cantina Girl. Yes, Darth Cantina Girl. Can I do all the names for all the dark Sith?
Sure.
How about what do you
She
Darth?
says she's in the middle of reading Darth Plagueis. It's a good book. If you haven't read that one, it's a good book because it basically tells you how he becomes.
Paulie has already come up with his alternative name, his alternative Echo Base Network name, Darth Slant. And Paulie needs to stop saying hi to Purple Valkyrie in the chat stream. My Mexiclorians are getting jealous. Jealous Mexiclorians. Would that be funny? That could be like a little kid show. All right. So Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader. How old were you when you first read this book?
It was shortly after Revenge of the Sith came out. I used to have a account with like sci-fi readers or whatever it was, and every time a Star Wars book came out, I got it sent to me as soon as it came out.
Holy crap. So were you getting the hardcovers before the paperbacks came out?
Yes, I was getting the hardcovers as soon as they launched.
Crap, dude, that is hardcore.
Yeah, they were there the day they released. I would get them the day they released in the mail.
Wow.
So it was like sci-fi. It was the Sci-Fi Geek Book Club, whatever it was. Every Star Wars book that came out for like 20 years, I got it on hardback immediately as soon as it came out.
All right, hold on. Entertain the people. I'm going to go grab the lightsaber. I'm going to show it in today's show. I'll be right back.
Awesome.
I'll be right back.
Awesome. And Credsox5 with $1.49 super sticker, and it is a group of hearts. Thank you so very much, Credsox. And Stephanie, thank you for that $4.99 super chat. And Daryl the Derelict, of course, thank you, brother, for that $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires of Valhalla burning bright, and we're going to hit you with some electricity. Skull! And Go13 with $1.99 super chat says, my Sith name is Darth Togo. I don't miss. Skull. Thank you so very much, Go13. And just for you, brother, I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway because, yeah, you're Go13. Skull! Unlimited power.
All right, so this week.
All right, here we go. Hold on. Let me get you up on the big screen. There we go.
Check this bad boy out.
Oh, it's like a Three Musketeers lightsaber.
Look at that.
That's bitching. I've never seen anything like that before.
Okay, look at this. Check this out. You see that? Now watch this. Watch this. And it's, of course, it's got the enhanced graphics. NeoPixel. Here's your audio.
Oh, that's badass. No, I like that. Damn, it's kind of like a rapier lightsaber. I think you're muted, brother. I think you hit your mic.
Better?
There you go. Yep, there you go.
All right, so this is actually called the Rapier. That is the brand name. Look at the craftsmanship. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
This thing is not plastic. This thing is all metal, solid. It's about, I mean, just this part alone, the hilt weighs about 2.5 pounds. It's got a great grip on it. The guy, and it's created by Saberforge.
So this is
Saber Forge.
Saber Forge. It's a special order item. Took me forever to get it, but it's on their website. What do you think of it? Pretty cool, huh?
That is one hell of a lightsaber.
Yeah. So this is here at the lightsaber week. This is called the Rapier by Saber Forge. We're not sponsored by, branded by them at all. I'm just pulling out every week. I'm going to pull out a different lightsaber that I own from my collection and show it to you guys here on the show. So that's the Rapier lightsaber from Saber Forge. It is amazing. It feels great. It's actually incredibly easy to use. You can spin it and twirl it, although it's mostly for a style of lightsaber fighting that is less about dramatics and more about engaging, and that's why it has like the protective thing. It's more for classic dueling style.
So. Does it change color? Can you change the sounds? Anything?
Yeah, absolutely. It's fully programmable. So I can
nice
sound cards. You change all the sound on board with it. Now I didn't get in line with the changing colors because I just didn't for that one. That one I left it in white because I thought it looked good that way. One of the problems with a bunch of lightsabers, the ones that change different colors, is they tend to change colors on their own when you're not careful because the changing colors happens with the buttons. And sometimes you can accidentally go from one color to the other. So that one right there, I bought it to be only one color, but you can get it so that it can be a bunch of different colors. And the audio does change and stuff. Next week's lightsaber, I have a lightsaber that actually talks to you. It's extremely cool and bitchin'. And next week's lightsaber that I'm going to show, it talks to you, and you can have it talk to you as either a holocron Jedi or a holocron Sith during the whole time.
Really?
Yeah, that'll be next week. I'm going to pull that one out for next week. I was going to do it tonight, but I went to turn it on and the battery was dead, but the battery was good on this one. So.
I know the one that I got from Ultra Sabers, it talks to you, but it talks to you to tell you what sound you're using. Like it's like episode 1.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, episode 2.
Yeah, I have one of those too from Ultra Sabers. I have an Ultra Saber. I'm going to bring out my Ultra Saber bird. You know, you should bring out yours too one week. But yeah. Yep. Okay, that's funny. I can handle the blade of a lightsaber without being hurt. It's for demonstration purposes today only. Everybody's talking about
the power of the dark side. So be it, Jedi.
Yeah. What do you think? Cool, huh?
No, that's absolutely bitching. Absolutely bitching. I love that. I love it. I've never seen a rapier like that.
There you go. I just fixed my mic. Is that better?
No, you're great. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know what you did. I think you hit your mic.
This mic gets a little weird sometimes.
Poppy's really the son of Mortis.
I love Stephanie. She's so smart. And you know what? In a non-pretentious way. Love her. She's so like direct and smart. And so, you know, intelligent. She knows how to, you know, it's great to see people when they have experience in one thing. In her case, it's politics, and she can apply it to business and fandom and everything. I love her videos.
So one of the things I wanted to cover today, we are going to eventually have guests on the show.
Yep.
But one of the things I wanted to do to honor Echo Base and to kind of lead into Echo Base's show each week is talk about why someone loves Star Wars. And this week, we are going to start that with me and Mexican Ironman. Okay. So do you want to go first or do you want to go last?
I don't. Well, I've never told I don't think I've ever said it on screen before, so I guess I should go first. Or I know your Star Wars story, I think, right? I don't know. It's up to you, boss. You're the boss. I mean,
go ahead. Go ahead. Shoot. Why does Mexican Iron Man love Star Wars?
Okay. So when I was a little kid, I've said some of the story, but maybe not. I don't know. It's been a while. I don't know if. Well, okay. I'll just go. I'm delaying because you surprised me. I thought we were going to do something else, but it's okay. It's all good. All right. So when I was a little kid, I moved to a school in Campbell, which is in the west part of San Jose, rich area. My mom and I had the cheapest apartment in the worst part of the nicest part of Silicon Valley. I definitely was the only minority kid in the elementary school, and wasn't necessarily embraced. Well, we used to play this game every. This is before I made peace with the He-Man. This is a little earlier than that. I've told my He-Man story before, but this isn't that. This is before that. And what happened is that we used to play a game called King. And in the King, there was a bunch of us, and every day they would pick someone's the knight, someone's the court jester, someone's the bishop, someone's our I don't, I mean, someone's the king, and who else? Someone else was a guardsman, and like a protector guy, and then someone had to be the slave. So I was a slave, and I remember when I was a little kid, I'd ask, "How come I'm the slave every day?" And one of the kids says, "Well, you're the darkest one." And kids don't know shit. So I was like, "Yeah, okay, you're right. I'm the darkest one. I'll be the slave." So I played slave every day. Well, after a while, it got to suck because I had to carry all their book bags every day, day after day after day, and it got fucking old fast, right? So Star Wars comes out, and I'm a little kid. Like, I'm like, this has happened. This is my kindergarten, first and second grade. The story that I'm telling you. Okay, so this is before the He-Man stuff. And so I basically saw this guy, Luke Skywalker, who to me was kind of a wimpy guy that got, that wasn't anyone to be taken seriously. And he stood up to Darth Vader. And when I saw him stand up to Darth Vader, I was like, wow. I mean, to me, when I look back at my whole life, Darth Vader as a character at the time was as scary to me as later in life when I saw Pinhead show up in the, in the horror movies. You remember the character Pinhead? I don't know. Do you remember him?
I do. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. From Hellraiser.
Yeah, from Hellraiser. That movie scared the bejesus out of me, and I was terrified. Well, it had a very similar. I mean, when I saw Darth Vader, I just thought he was just the scariest thing ever. And here was the story of this guy who, just, and the when he was muddling around in that, the trash compactor scene. That scene was funny to me as a kid because we used to rummage the trash bin behind the apartment complex, and my grandpa, we would look for like stuff for him to recycle and take to the local flea market. So we'd pull out cans and glass bottles and put them in bags and shit like that. And then my grandpa would take them to the local flea market. We could turn it into a few dollars of cash, whatever. And so I always thought the trash compactor scene was pretty funny because I remember going through the trash bin behind my apartment. Anyway, so I'm sorry, I got distracted. So anyway, so I saw this wimpy little kid stand up against the scariest thing ever. And I told myself that one day I was not going to play slave anymore. And these kids didn't mean well. Like, I'm not going to say that they were racist or anything. It's just we're all kids, and shit at the time. I mean, when you're a kid, almost any logic makes sense. The guy who usually played King, Eddie went on to become my bestest friend ever. When I was a little kid. Gosh, I got to track him down again. Anyway, I digress. So I every day I would get up my courage. Every day I'd get up my courage. I say, I'm going to fight back. I'm going to. And a couple of times I said, hey, this is wrong. This is, you got to let me play King one day. And they're like, well, we would, but you're the darkest one. I'm like, yeah, God, you're right. I remember being a little kid and trying to, wash myself in the bathroom, and I was trying to like wash the darkness off my skin. I mean, kids are so crazy, right? Like, I didn't even like realize that, brown doesn't come off, when you're a little kid, you don't know. So, anyway, so I decide. So one day I go, and when I'm by myself, it was on the weekend, and I find a stick, and I went and hid it behind these bushes that we always walk by on the way to school. Cause I would be the last in line, and then I would carry their backpacks to school. And then I like be a little kid carrying like 4 backpacks at the same time, for the different kids plus my stuff. And so was this one bush that we went by. So I hid like a tree branch, and to me that was going to be my lightsaber. And one day I was going to have the courage to like strike back, or type of thing, or like stand my ground. And I didn't do it, and I didn't do it. Then I was one day one day I got all my courage up. And I dropped all the bags, and I said, I'm sick and tired of this. And in my head, I pretended I was Luke Skywalker, and Eddie, who was the leader of the group. I said, I'm not doing this again. And I picked up my tree branch, which to me was a lightsaber, and I started swinging it. Well, I mean, I want to be true. Everything I'm saying is true. And one of the things that used to happen is that the king used to carry this rose bush branch that had thorns on it, and he used to treat it like it was a scepter. Well, what I did is I mean, he never beat me with it or anything, but I'm just saying he used to carry it around like, intimidating. And so I took that tree branch and I wielded it like I was Luke Skywalker on a lightsaber, and I started swinging. And I didn't hit any of them, but I scared the living bejesus crap shit out of them all. every single one of them, including Eddie. Eddie was the first one to drop his little makeshift scepter rosebush branch and run. Okay, and when he got home that night, when I got home later that night, a knock comes at the door, and my mom opens up, and it's Eddie and his mom, and she says, "My son has something to tell you." And Eddie had confessed this whole story of how I was the slave, and they played this game we called, slave and king and all this stuff. And he apologized to me in front of his mom. Came and brought him to me, make him apologize to me. And I'm like, "What are you apologizing for?" I just didn't want to carry the bags no more. And I didn't, and he was a stand-up kid then, because he didn't say necessarily I was like wielding a stick with a lightsaber. He never actually mentioned that part of the story. It never came up. But he did tell his mom everything that happened that upset me. And his mom then took it on her own to walk over from the other end of way at the end of the street where the other the other apartment complex was, past the shopping stores, the little corner of convenience stores, and come over and apologize. And so why I love Star Wars is because as a little kid, I found out where my innocence was misplaced or not. And it was the first thing that ever put me on the track to become a man, because it gave me the courage to stand up for myself when there was no one around me that would stand up for me.
That's amazing, brother. It's funny because I've got a kind of a similar story with Karate Kid, but
well, this is real and live. I had no idea you were going to call on me like this. So this is, I
figured we could kick it off this first show. Why do we love Star Wars? We're going to be asking people.
The first time I kind of said something like that, I think it was to Coach, and I told him a little bit, not the whole part of it, but shows like this that we're doing now, and shows like Echo Base, they allow you to relive that love that you have for Star Wars and make the positivity of things flow through you. Not that I'm still not a dark Mexichlorian Sith Lord, but you know what I mean? It's like, so that's my story, brother. That's my story, and that's true. And I remember Eddie and I went on to become like our bestest. It's the weirdest thing. He was a freckled kid with red hair. We ended up becoming best friends. We ended up playing He-Man after school together. But that's how we started. I was a slave. He was my king, and I had to carry all their books, and it was depressing. My grades went down, and I've got the courage. I saw Luke Skywalker. I said, okay, if this guy can do it, I can do it. And you don't realize that he's not completely real when you're a little kid. I'm looking at this on TV. It's not like nowadays where kids have so much input from other stuff, right? To me, I'm watching this like, oh my God, this is a story about, and so it gave me all the courage I needed to stand up for myself. And I think that's a lot of why that is still in me, and a lot of why I stand up for other people when they get attacked or, stuff like that. I think it comes from that day. I really do.
Eastland Burkholder said Luke has to stand up and alone. His uncle was not saying go be a hero. No one else was when he first steps up to do the right thing.
Yeah.
People's telling him to stay out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only good Mexichlorian is a Mexican Ironman approved Mexichlorian. Dega Outlaw.
I love it, Dega Outlaw.
Eddie Gannon says we did, but I didn't like my brother being a slave.
Love you, Eddie. Eddie's my boy. Anyway, your turn. Oh, we have more super chat.
Before we get to that, the super chat, Pat Steven Seagal of the Crisco Corps throws out a $2 Canadian super chat. Hail chat, hail brothers on panel, hail to the mods, hail to you, Pat Steven Seagal from the Crisco Corps. You still owe me a bucket of Crisco, you fat fuck, for the other day.
Whoa.
Love you.
What the?
He knows I love him. God, I don't think I've told this story since
we did the video at Echo Base.
Since we did the video at Echo Base.
Coach did such a good job. I love Coach.
He did. I've still got that. I've still got that video. You know what? Guys, you know what?
Want to just play it? Why don't you play it?
I think that's what I'm going to do. Give me 1 second.
While he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight, the virtual taco bar and Phantom Bar is open. Please see Mark the Infinitely Tired for your free guest coupons. Tonight, we have 3 tacos for $5. They are virtual tacos. with a virtual Fanta. Mark is wearing his hat, and then of course he has his face mask on because I don't know why he'd have his face mask on, but he has his face mask on. Can you imagine? You know what I imagine, Mark? I imagine Mark with a mullet, with a face mask, and a hairnet running the taco stand.
Yes.
Oh God. Oh gosh.
I gotta make sure I've got it on this computer. Give me 1
Is
second.
Mexican Ironman? Oh, that's a good question. Nom 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 nom. Show them is like tacos. Nom 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 nom. FedEx me, DJ Ronnie G. FedEx me a taco, please, bro. You know I don't think you can do that. I mean, I always wonder how these companies like have these food delivery things. Yet when I went to the post office or whatever, I go, there's no food items in here or any drinks or beverages or, it's weird. I'm like, how come they can send it? You know what I mean? But other people can't. Stephen Thompson, Mexican Ironman, thanks for sharing such a great story. Good job, my friend. Hey, love you, brother, Stephen. How are you? Thanks for coming. Hey, Low Spec Linux Laptop is here. Our Baby Yoda tacos on the menu. You know what, Low Spec Linux Laptop? I love Baby Yoda tacos because I was never a big Baby Yoda fan. But something happened here. I had to, hold on a second. Where is he? Is he back here somewhere? I'm looking. Well, unfortunately, there's a bit of an outcry. The forces of PETA were strong, and they infiltrated the dark side of the force. And we had many. There were activists and rallies and uprisings for Baby Yoda. Save Baby Yoda, and Baby Yoda is love, and hands joined for Baby Yoda. And the outcry was so large that we could no longer serve Baby Yoda tacos. However, Darth Poppy has a secret covert Mexican taco stand out by the Tijuana Death Star. Now, you can recognize the Tijuana Death Star because it's not a regular Death Star. It's a lot smaller. It's painted red, white, and green. It does, however, have ample landing bays. So if your Starfighter or your TIE fighter needs to land and has hydraulic lifts on the wheels, we're able to accommodate. Yes, because we have a Mexican landing bay for lowrider TIE fighters.
And it is loading up now. So before we get to that, LR Dice, $10 super chat. Hail chat and everyone. Mexican Ironman. From one Mexican to another, I went through similar things when I was little. Star Wars helped me through it as well. Much love and much respect.
Wow.
And just for you, LR Dice, thank you for that $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. I'm gonna we'll throw you guys out a little echo bass win. Skull!
Nice. Hey, thank you so much. That's an awesome super chat that you sent out, and that's great to hear someone else had it's not great to hear that someone else had experience, but it's great to hear that you found the same inspiration. And as this is the pre-show to Echo Base, one of the things that those guys do such a great job that I'm so proud of them at is that they create a positive environment and they don't feed off of the negativity of Star Wars this or Star Wars that. There's eternal hope over there. Now
That's true.
I'm sorry, Grand Admiral Stone Loki. I sometimes get triggered and I go into the light side of the force, and Echo Base calls to me. Echo Base summons me. Echo Base is starting live in 5 minutes.
Starting in 25 minutes, and really quick, I want to play this really quick because Coach made this, and
play the whole thing.
I'm going to. Here we go.
Full screen.
We are UR Echo Base Network. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are actually in the process of opening up the vault here at Echo Base Network, and we're going to be replaying some of our older works and never has it been a more appropriate time than to play this one here. And here's why that's the case. Because one of our members, it's been over a year ago, one of our members, our brother, Stone Loki from Loki's Mornings of Mischief, he lost his father. And when he lost his father, we reached out to him and he gave us some information and we talked about it, and we decided that we wanted to honor him and his father and their relationship and play a Why We Love Star Wars tribute to him in his story. And we did that, and it was awesome. It's probably the best one that we ever did inside all of our series from Why We Love Star Wars. And the reason that we're starting off this episode now is because another one of our members, Dave Bob. Many of you know Dave Bob. He's a fabulous member here. He's extremely wise and bright. He's funny. I jokingly call him the best voice on YouTube. Dave Bob has just lost one of his parents. And Dave Bob, our thoughts and our prayers and our feelings are out to you, sir. We wish you peace during this time, and if there's anything that we can do for you, please let us know. And guys, we're going to go ahead and start this episode, this special look back at Why We Love Star Wars, a son and a father. Hope you enjoy. The past week here at Echo Base Network has seen both great highs and lows. The premiere of our sequel trilogy documentary was a great success. But there was something greater happening, something far more important. One of our brothers was hurting. Stone Loki was going through a moment in life, one that many of us have faced, or one that all of us will face eventually. The loss of a hero, the loss of our father. It began with a simple message that simply said, "Hey guys, I just found out that my father passed away. If you could share this, I would appreciate it." Loki's request grabbed us instantly. This Saturday's Why We Love Star Wars is about a father and a son. There is no greater bond than the one between a father and a son. Strong, unyielding, and everlasting. We have the honor and privilege of hearing directly from Stone Loki as he tells us his story, why he and his father love Star Wars.
I was born on a U.S. naval base and born right into a Navy family. It was different, I guess, than the way a lot of other people are raised, because you're immediately in this giant family. You're a part of this giant family, and you see these titans, these men. I was just a little kid. One of the very first memories I have is my dad picking me up and putting me in this plane. And at the same time, the first movie I ever remember going to see was Return of the Jedi. And I went nuts when the Ewoks attacked. You know, the Ewoks attacked the stormtroopers. Aiyah! And I was up in my seat, jumping up and down on my seat, and my parents are grabbing me, trying to hold me and sit me down, because I thought the Ewoks were just the coolest thing ever. You know, I was just a little kid. So what really grabbed me about Star Wars at the time was the planes, the X-Wings, the speeders, the air speeders in Empire Strikes Back. Anytime they were in space, I was hooked, because real men flew planes. That's the way I grew up. Those are the things I saw. I spent a lot of time driving my mother absolutely insane because she was the only one there. My dad would be out on deployment on a carrier and he'd be gone, 6 months or more. So when he came home, I would get to stay up late. I would get to stay up and we would watch Star Wars. We would watch Star Trek. We would watch Forbidden Planet. We would watch The Thing from Another World. We watched all these old shows, but Star Wars was always there and it was always in the forefront. And seeing him in his flight suit and his helmet immediately made me think of Luke Skywalker in his flight suit and his helmet in an X-wing. It always went hand in hand. They were always there together. My dad was a huge Harrison Ford fan. I mean, huge. Everything that man came out with, didn't matter whether it was regarding Henry, didn't matter whether it was Star Wars, didn't matter Indiana Jones, whatever it was. If it had Harrison Ford in it, we watched it because he was a huge Harrison Ford fan. And of course, because these were monumental heroes in my mind at the time. These were people that were held up in godlike status because the person I held up to that status was my dad. One of the hardest times for me was when he retired. When he retired from the Navy, he decided that he was going to go out to Texas. We were going to all move to Texas, and he was going to work for NASA, running the simulator for the astronauts. And we took a trip out there. He met with NASA, and they hired him. They said, yeah, we would love to have you. And we started looking for a home. And they found a home with a pool, which I thought was the coolest thing. And we moved. Right before we left California, the Challenger exploded. And I remember sitting in the car and my mother getting so upset when it came out over the radio that the Challenger had exploded. And immediately everything was in flux because he might not have a job. Those astronauts had just died and we might not be moving. We may have to do something else. So he had called them and talked to them, and they said, you still have a job. Everything's on hold right now, but you still have a job. Report for work on this day. And he did, and they immediately let him go. And we didn't know what we were going to do. I was still a little kid. I didn't really understand what was going on. I think I was 7 at the time. And everything was up in the air. And because of his love for Harrison Ford's character of Indiana Jones, he said, I'm going to go back to school and I'm going to become a history teacher. And that's exactly what he did. And he did it in 3 years. He went back to college and he got a teaching degree and became a history teacher. So in the late 90s, the Star Wars movies got re-released. And I remember my dad being so excited because he wanted to go see them. And of course I wanted to see them. The special editions, no one knew what they had done yet. We knew they added things, but no one knew what all they had done yet. And we were just excited to get to see them in the theater. And I remember sitting there watching Empire, and he leaned over and whispered to me, he said, I never believed that Darth Vader was Luke's father. He said, I thought he was lying to him. And I was like, oh wow, I never even thought about that. Everybody was, Luke, Luke's Darth Vader's son. But he didn't believe it. He thought Vader was just screwing with him and messing with him. And it was little things like that, sharing that, getting to see those movies with him in the theater. Those are things that I will never forget. that I will always be grateful for. So Phantom Menace rolls around, and he will not go see it with me. He has read the reviews, he has seen what people have said about it, and he refuses to go see it with me because, and this is, I'm going to coin this phrase here, how very Doomcockian of him, he does not want that to ruin the movies that came before it. He does not want that to ruin what came before. And I remember him saying, how can this sweet little kid that's supposed to be in this movie turn into Darth Vader? And it was such a trip, the fact he wouldn't go see it. This is a guy who loves these movies. He loves this stuff. He eats it up. He eats all of it up, and yet he won't go see it with me. So I go with my friend, kind of like my version of Nick, Coach. I go with my best friend, and I loved the end of the movie. I absolutely loved the end of the movie. Some of it I didn't like, but I go back and I report. I'm like, listen, Dad, it's not perfect. I don't like what they did with Yoda. The new puppet looks terrible, but it's good. You're going to love the end of this movie. I said, Qui-Gon Jinn is one of the best Jedis I've ever seen. We've got to go see this movie. And so we went and saw it. And he liked it. He liked it for the most part. He did. He did not like Ewan McGregor playing Obi-Wan, though. He was like, I just can't see this Obi-Wan. But by Revenge of the Sith, he absolutely loved him. That was his favorite character. In all the prequel trilogy, that was his favorite character. So Attack of the Clones comes out, and of course we have to go see it opening night. He has to see these movies now. He wants to see them with me. He has accepted the shortcomings of Phantom Menace. He loved the Darth Maul fight in that movie, and now my father is going to take me to see Attack of the Clones. So we go and see Attack of the Clones, and this is now his favorite prequel trilogy movie because of the clones. He has wanted to see the Clone Army, the Clone Wars, what Obi-Wan talks about in that first movie. He has wanted to see that since it first got brought up. You know, this is like, okay, we've been waiting to find out about the Clone Wars. And at the end of that movie, when the clones fight and the clones show up and they save the Jedi, he was right there. You know, I could see it in his eyes. He was right there. And it was so awesome to get to share that with him and to see that and to see him get excited about it. And everyone in that theater, my father included, got up and cheered when Yoda pulled that lightsaber out of his coat and took on Count Dooku. He was cheering, and it was so epic to get to see that and to be there with him for that. And this is where it kind of falls off for him because he did not want to see Anakin go bad. He knew this was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen, but he does not want to see it. And I drag him to the theater anyway. And the most telling thing is we're sitting there, and it's the scene where Anakin and Mace are confronting the Emperor. And Anakin says, I need him. And my dad, in a theater full of people, said, bullshit. And this is a guy who would not do anything like this. It was completely out of character. But he's sitting there, he's like, bullshit, you don't need him. And he just said, you know what, at that point, and then he goes and he kills the younglings, and he's just shaking his head. He's sitting there shaking his head like, this is complete bullshit. This is complete and utter bullshit. And we're leaving, and I'm like, well, Dad, you knew. You knew this was going to happen. You knew that he was going to turn to the dark side. He said, yeah, but I don't like it. He goes, I like the fight at the end between him and Obi-Wan and how he became Vader, but I didn't like any of the other stuff. And it was, he didn't want to see it. Who wanted to see it, really? We all knew it was coming, but who wanted to see it? Clone Wars, man. Clone Wars, the TV show. Who would guess that a 60-year-old retired Navy pilot and teacher would be rabidly seeking the Clone Wars DVD sets so he could watch them. Because that's what he loved. That's what he really, really wanted to see. He wanted to see all the Clone Wars stuff. He wanted to see the fight during the Clone Wars. And it kind of skipped over that in the movies. And I was like, one year I was like, Dad, what do you want for Christmas? He's like, oh, give me that new Clone Wars DVD set. Your mother won't let me have it. And it was things like that, and sharing that, and getting to do something like that always put a smile on my face every time. Chewie, we're home. One of the most epic lines in a trailer for a movie ever. Chewie, we're home. Had everybody's heart beating a little faster, and there were strings getting pulled. And they knew what they were doing. They did, because I wanted to see it, he wanted to see it, everybody wanted to see it, and it is one of the movies I did not get to watch with him. I was not living near them at the time, and I didn't get to see that movie with him. He liked it. He did not like what they did to Han, but he liked it. Whether anybody else liked it or not, he liked it. And he just hated what they did to Han. He really did, because that was his character. That was his favorite character, And I could see his interest in it waning as the new trilogy, the Disney trilogy, went on. I walked out of The Last Jedi in shock. I did not know how to feel. I did not know what to think. I did not know how to feel. I was so confused, and the very first phone call I made was to my dad. And I said, I don't know what to tell you. He goes, well, how was it? And I said, I really can't put into words what happened. I said, I'm so conflicted at the moment. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I'm in shock almost. And he's like, was it that bad? And I said, I can't really tell you. I don't know at the moment. And he's like, well, I'm going to go see it in the next couple of days. And I said, well, I hope you can make more sense out of it than I can. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm going to have to go back and see this again. Because I don't understand what I don't understand. I'm not feeling it. I want to feel it. I want to love this movie. But I don't know how I feel about it. So a couple days goes by, and he calls me, and he says, son, they've made a mistake. And I said, you think they made a mistake too? And he goes, I think they've made a very big mistake. I was like, well, what do you think? What do you think? I mean, what do you think about what happened? He goes, son, when I saw them save those horses and they didn't save those kids, something was wrong. And I said, yeah, that didn't make any sense, did it? He goes, no. And going to hyperspace to destroy a ship, no. Why didn't one of the X-Wings just go to hyperspace and fly through the Death Star and destroy it that way instead of the trench run? What would have any of that made sense? And I was like, you're right, it just doesn't make sense. And he said, Disney's made a mistake. That was not Star Wars. That was something else. Those weren't the characters we know. Those were other people. And he never watched the last movie. He never did watch the last movie. That was it for him. That was it for Star Wars for him. The EU, Timothy Zahn, the Thrawn trilogy, James Luceno, these were writers and books that we loved. We would trade books. And it started out just like, oh, hey, have you read this one yet? No, I haven't read this one yet. Okay, we'll read this one. And later we were mailing books. We were literally FedExing each other EU books. He loved Thrawn. He loved Timothy Zahn's Thrawn. He loved the Thrawn trilogy. He loved the character. I remember going to the mailbox one day and I had a package from him. And I opened it up and it was Outbound Flight. And I was like, wow, I had never heard of this one, but it's Timothy Zahn. And I called him up and I said, hey, I just got the book. And he said, read it. It's got Thrawn in it. I said, holy crap, it does. Yes, Thrawn. So everything Thrawn, even the new Thrawn books, he read the last two Thrawn books that Timothy Zahn wrote. But he was a huge Zahn fan. I remember reading the Jedi Academy trilogy and giving him those books, and he made it about halfway through the first book, and he said, I'm not really feeling it. I said, why? These are really good. He goes, no, that Timothy Zahn writer, man, he's good. These other guys, I'm not too sure about. Eventually, though, the books about the Yuzon Vong War, he loved those. He absolutely loved those. He cried when Chewie died. He called me up and said, I just got to the part where Chewie died in these new books. And I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, man, saving Han's kid. He loved the EU. He loved it so much. The Yuzon Vong War, the New Jedi Order. He loved those books, and he hated it when good characters were gone, or when good characters did something maybe they shouldn't have done. Han and Leia's kids and that. Han lost all his boys, and that just broke the old man's heart. He hated it. He hated when Jason turned to the dark side. He hated when his sister took him out. He hated that the twins didn't stay the twins and become the new Jedi Order. Jason and Gianna were the future. You know, that's what he would say. He was like, these two kids are the future. These are the kids, these two twins are going to take over whenever Luke passes to the other side. And he hated reading that when that happened. You know, when I was growing up, we didn't always get along. You know, as I became a teenager, we would fight and we would say things. And I'm sure it happens a lot, you know, to a lot of people. But we always had Star Wars. We always had Star Wars. That was something that brought us together. Like Yoda says, it surrounds us and binds the galaxy together.
Hello? Hello?
Coach made a absolutely wonderful video. I'm going to cut it off there. There's like 5 more minutes. But Echo Base's show is going to start here in the next 2 minutes.
Okay.
Coach made an absolutely wonderful video. Breaks my heart. I haven't watched that
Bro,
since they aired it.
Bro, I'm backstage crying. I was texting you in the back that I didn't know if I could come back to the show for a minute. You know what we know is true? We may be aligning ourselves on the dark side, but Star Wars is great. It means a lot to all of us, and you're a great leader, and I love you to pieces, Loki, and I love Coach, and I love Nick, and let's end on I love you, brother, and thanks for doing the show, and thank you to Echo Base Network.
I love that you're doing this with me. A big thank you to Echo Base Network. Guys, when you get over there, here in the next couple of minutes, you tell them that Loki and Mexican Ironman sent us.
we got some super chats that came in while the video was playing.
We did. Give me 1 second. We've got one from
We got Deborah Young.
Mark. Dave Bob, my heart and prayers are with you. What I wouldn't give for just even 1 more minute with my parents. Sending you my love. Thank you so very much, Deborah. Purple Valkyrie with a £5 super chat. Congratulations and thank you to Grand Admiral Loki and Darth Poppy. A fantastic way to kick off a new show. Skull.
Why, thank you. And Purple Valkyrie, good news. We had the drawing today, unbelievably. You won the free one-on-one how to learn how to wield Mexican Ironman's lightsaber, a special one-on-one private training session. Yes, available for booking at your convenience.
With a custom Mexican Airman lightsaber.
Oh, it's custom. It's custom, all right. And the funny thing is, she didn't even know she entered the contest. I entered her in the contest for her.
Lady Mist threw out a $5 super chat and sent a beaming smiley face. Thank you so very much, Lady Mist, our sweet guardian of the void. And Echo Base Network with a $9.99 super chat. Hail to Loki and Mexican Ironman for doing this. No. Hail to you guys for We Are, You Are, Echo Base Network. Hail to you guys for being who you are. Because you all kind of make us, you and Coach kind of make all of us better Star Wars fans.
Yeah, they bring out the best in us. We got super sticker from Cred Sox. Did you see that?
I can't find that.
Cred Sox for $1.
Oh, the little hearts. The little hearts.
Yeah,
I got that one. Yes,
you
I
did?
got that one
Okay.
earlier. Yes, I did.
sorry, I missed
Thank
that.
you again, Credsots. Thank you all so very much for the super chats. You guys keep the fires burning bright. When I say fires, I mean fires. I wasn't going to throw any of these out here because there are normal skulls, but I'm going to use this one because you guys lit the fire tonight. Skull! But like I said, you guys head over to Echo Base Network as they get their pre-show up and running on their channel. You tell them that Mexican Ironman and Stone Loki sent you. Thank you all for such a wonderful opening night. We hope to see you guys next week. Take care. Have a great one. And remember, We Are, You Are, Echo Base Network.
Woohoo! Thanks everybody for showing up.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.